Hey, what's up, guys? Big Doohangus news from Heavy Gaming. And Oops doesn't know how to hit record on his audio.
This has been a freaking problem, for the 20 years we've been doing this series?
Yeah, it has been. It's been a problem every time.
New LASO reach. To hit the back button, you can see what weapons you have. You don't have to kill the ostriches. You guys thought we were taking a break. We weren't. We were just lazy. Yay!
Yay! I don't remember. I don't know. I got nothing to add.
This is just following this basically scripted beginning here. It's all sped up. You don't have to kill anything. Just follow the path. You guys have played Reach in the past.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a couple of weeks since I played, but
Yeah, it's been, almost at least a month probably? Come up to the right here. Kind of chill here while you get your running sprint back, and then book it! So have you been up to anything interesting in the past 4 weeks?
no, not even.
I went to a Renaissance fair.
Oh yeah, what'd you do there? How did it smell?
It actually didn't smell terrible.
It's probably because it was outdoors.
Yeah, I got scammed by that, the hanging challenge thing. Follow this path along the left here. You can run past all these guys.
I don't know what the hang challenge is.
So pretty much every carnival nowadays has a hanging bar that you can.
Oh, it's that
pay.
bar that actually rotates to fuck you up.
Yeah, and I know that every time, but it's maybe this time. Maybe.
Yeah. I was telling you to get the fuck out of the car I'm driving.
Yeah, you're supposed to do all the driving this time. You have to use on health packs to use them this time, so you're not going to steal them all from me this campaign.
You admitted last campaign that was false.
I was delusional, didn't know what I was saying at the time.
Hanging bar.
Okay, drive past all these enemies. You don't have to kill any of these enemies until you get to this last area, and I will tell you what to do when we get there. So the hanging bar. They have the loosest, most efficient bearings in them as you possibly could have. It literally, if I spun that thing, I think it would spin for a decade without stopping. I think there's no friction whatsoever in those frickin' things.
Well, they need to get into engineering.
Dude, I think carnies are the best engineers in the world, to be honest. They make their baskets. Okay, so past this area, go up to this arc around the corner here. Or the bridge, the arc bridge here.
Head bird.
Wait for the dropship to leave, and then you have to go back and kill the enemies in that area. Yeah, the oval basketball hoops that they make, slightly oval and 2 feet further away than an actual free throw.
I took one shot on one of those one time, nailed it, never did it again.
Yeah, so I think they're just the best engineers at screwing you over,
Yeah.
But anyway, so I had to hang there for usually I think it's 2 minutes, but there it was 1 minute and 40, and I was like, oh, I got this. 20 seconds less than 2 minutes, I got it. I made it 120, and I just couldn't do it anymore.
And they were like, all right, come on, get down.
Dude, it felt terrible from the first second. I grabbed it, and I knew it was bad.
Yeah.
Because your grip just wants you to constantly be rolling back towards your body.
Right.
So, and they don't let you do the switch grip, because then obviously you wouldn't have the rotation of the bar, because one hand would be pushing forward, one would be going, to the back.
Right.
So yeah, I just have to remind myself once a year that I can't do that.
It's the Covenant.
Well, it sounds like every year you do remind yourself that you can't do it.
So the other thing is, they have the jousts.
Yeah.
My son loved it. He the knight that we were rooting for like waved to him, and my son loved that. And then we got a picture with the knight at the end. We were one of those people that like, come over here, and he was like, oh, I'm hot and sweaty, but okay, I'll fucking come over there.
Oh, you were those people? Dude, he hates you.
Got a picture with him.
With the knight, dude.
I'll show my son when he's older that, you know, this was like real. You see, he wearing the full, you know, suit of armor, all that stuff.
It's like, yeah, you were alive during medieval times.
But yeah, other than that, nothing, you know, too important. Got a caricature for $120.
That's why. Dude, I would have made you one for like 120 cents.
Yeah. Hey, you know, overpriced everything.
I mean, it would have looked like shit if I did it, but...
I mean, don't caricatures anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
To be fair, you know, like, yeah, they look cool, but, you know, they still...
I'm always just worried they're going to, like, I'm going to uncover some insecurity I didn't know I had based on how they draw me.
She gave me a really, like, long and tall head for some reason. Like, skinny, long, tall, like, face.
That's what we always say, long and tall, oops.
Yeah, so did that, got rained at, or freaking poured on at the festival that our hometown does.
Oh yeah, I left before because I wanted to play Pokemon at home, and my wife was like, all right, because my sister lives there. She was like, all right, I'll bring you back, but we're going to come back. I was like, all right, do whatever you want. I don't care. Then the second they like decided to leave the house to go back, it was just downpouring. I'm looking outside like,
this part you have to kill all the enemies before you can proceed. You could hide and just let all your teammates kill, but I just kind of started picking people off. You hid for the most part. But yeah, so it was like just sprinkling for a while there. And then, you know, we were like, it's fine, you know. My mom and I were like talking shit like, you know, a little rain never killed anyone. It's fine. It's warm. You know, we're not going to get cold. Baby's not going to get cold, all that stuff. And then, you know, so we're walking around, and all of a sudden it just, like, the sky opened, and it was, like, 10 times the amount of water that you have pouring on you in a shower just all at once.
And probably 8 people died, and you guys were like, no, a little rain's never killed anyone, ever.
Dude, that's my, like, line that I say to everyone, like, at work and everything, too. Like, a little rain never killed anyone. And, I mean, I'm sure it probably has, but...
Oh, yeah, it absolutely has. Of course it has.
So yeah, that was the last couple weekends. What did I do before that? I don't know. A lot.
Yeah. I mean, I was busy with, like, family stuff. But, like, not my family stuff, like, extended family stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically my sister.
Oh, I did see your... At the... elites in this game, you can backsmack, and it's... nice too because they take a lot of plasma pistols to kill them, but they're very aware of you, so just be aware of that. I did see your future brother-in-law and sister at that festival.
Yeah, he told me, and he said it was like a straightforward, like, hey. And then we talked about his beef with you.
His beef
time?
he's
Can
had for
we go
freaking
over
2
the
years.
beef? Can we go over this beef quick?
Yeah, well...
Because I put it into perspective for him, and he finally understood your beef.
Okay.
So, you know, your wedding, he was invited.
Yeah.
Didn't go, right? That's
Yep.
The base of it.
Well, he RSVP'd that he was going, is the main thing.
Yep.
And then just didn't go without saying anything. Yep.
You decided to join his fantasy football league.
Yep.
And then the day of the fantasy league, he messaged me to see if I could get a hold of you because he didn't show up for the draft. And I sent him a screenshot of him texting you that he couldn't make it to the wedding.
On the day of the wedding.
Yeah, it was the day of the wedding. And I sent him that screenshot. He did not find it funny. I thought it was funny.
Real quick, you can run along the left side there, get into this room, and just wait for the doors to close and the story to proceed. Okay, go ahead.
So he didn't find that funny. You know, thinks you're an asshole, that kind of stuff. Still, we were talking about it after he saw you, like the next day, because we had to go.
And we were
back
golfing during all that, but yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. And you know, he was talking about it like, yeah, I didn't see what the big deal was. It's not like it was your wedding, like to me. Like, I won't miss your wedding. Of course, I went. Knowing him, I'm assuming it's because he had to pay for your food and stuff.
Yeah.
And finally, it clicked for him. He was like, I never thought about it that way. I was like, holy crap.
$200
came up. So then he was like, okay, I kind of understand. I was like, all right, cool. So don't worry, you got some closure on that.
Yeah, it was $100 a person. And he RSVP'd too.
Did he? I didn't think.
Yeah.
Was my sister ever planning to go?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he did him plus her.
Also, I met one of his friends this weekend at his house, and he introduced me as, you know, my sister's brother. And I went, oh, that's weird. I used to be your friend until you started, you know, with my sister. and then again, he had another moment of realization, like, you know what? Yeah, that is fucked up. I used to introduce you as my buddy before I knew your sister, and now you're just her brother. I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. Glad you're finding all these things out.
This section, don't proceed into the room too far, or that elite will move up and then be harder to kill. Not the end of the world if you do, but just easier to kill from back here. But yeah, so I mean, I didn't really care that he didn't come to the wedding. It's just the fact that, you know, if you're not going to go, you know, don't say you're going to go. And I understand that things come up, but, you know, if you don't think you're going to be able to go.
Do you remember what came up?
No, I don't. I'm saying, like, I would understand if something came up. I think he just decided he wasn't going to go.
Well, something came up that I could see why my sister didn't go, for sure.
And then,
I mean, I'm cool with saying what it is, and if you think we shouldn't, you can cut it.
Okay.
It was when they took custody of my 1-year-old brother, like the day before.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that does make sense.
Yeah. But even after that, I believe he texted you or me and told. I think it was me and told me he was still going to go, but my sister couldn't make it.
Yeah, I think that is how it went down. I think he RSVP'd both of them, and then, I mean, that happened, which I didn't know, obviously.
You knew at the time.
But then, well, I knew, yeah. But then, yeah, you told me that he was still planning on going, and I was like, you know, I couldn't change it at that point anyway, so you know, it was what it was. But it was like, oh, cool, he's still going, and I think did I invite? No, I think it was so your wife had people to kind of be with too, is one reason that I did invite them. Like, so she kind of had something to.
I think you asked me, and I was like, I would prefer that they do go, if possible, for my wife to hang out with, basically.
4 grunts up here you can kill before proceeding to this next little area that you'll see what we do. But yeah, so.
Also, didn't I text him at the wedding to ask him if he was coming, because he texted you, but it was like a number you hadn't had for 8 years.
Yeah, he claimed that he told me, oh, sorry, man, I'm not going to show up, when it was a freaking number that I hadn't had in probably 8 to 10 years, 2 elites in this next area.
Yeah, it was something where he ended up telling me, like, oh, yeah, don't worry. Maybe he reached out to me and said, hey, I'm not going to be there. Don't worry. I told oops.
Yeah, so, I mean, again, I wasn't that butthurt about it, but I just thought it was really sweet. You know, a sweet revenge to stand him up at his fantasy league just because he stood me up at my wedding.
He was also talking about how me by myself, great. You by yourself, he's played games with you without me briefly, but great. Us together, monsters. We terrorize him.
I mean, that's all the wedding would have been.
Yeah, that's true. He's probably lucky.
2 elites here. You can backsmack the one with the sword by standing on that top ledge. Then you can kill this guy. And then you have to go press the button in this room, and you're done with the mission. If you guys can't tell, Doohangus and I haven't talked in a while.
Yeah, we're catching up. It's been a couple weeks.
See you in the next one.
Bye.